We have seen that amongst all of God's creation, the Oga Patapata of them all, call him the Odogo, is the human being. But you see, the dominance of man thrives on the earth realm. And we have seen also that amongst the animals, the lion has distinguished itself on the earth, while the eagle had distinguished itself in the sky. Today, I'm going to be teaching us on 6 unbeatable principles of an eagle that if you apply to guarantee success for you. Now, the eagle is not just a bird. Eagles are a blueprint of success. They illustrate discipline, direction, endurance, and dominion. An eagle will make you to understand that what classroom forgets to teach, nature brings it to you with ease. Eagles, they leave you with clues that just point you to greatness. You don't need to struggle if you study an eagle bird. Unbeatable in every realm. And today, I'm going to be giving you 6 principles that I have learned studying the life of an eagle. Number 1 principle is the principle of elevation. And now, when we talk about elevation, you see that an eagle takes off and it enjoys an elevated ride to an altitude far beyond any other bird. Eagle is never in a competition with any other birds. They are in a world of their own. And they do this with a lot of ease. So if you want uncommon results, you must accept uncommon relationships. You must accept uncommon challenges. You must accept uncommon terrain and territories. So not everyone can go where you are headed. That is because of what you are targeting. And not everyone should, because your result is not common. And so where you are headed, not everyone can and not everyone should. That is the eagle principle. Staying around small minds produces small outcomes. Proximity influences thinking. Environment shapes destiny. So fly with builders, not complainers. Fly with thinkers, not talkers. Fly with visionaries, not victims. Sometimes loneliness is simply a proof of alignment. You don't always need to be in the crowd because your result is not theirs. Your target is not theirs. Your script is not theirs. So choose your sphere and, like an eagle, maintain it regardless of who knows, who understands, who believes, who agrees, or who doubted you. Regardless, it's totally inconsequential. That is the first principle of an eagle, the principle of elevation. The next principle I've learned from an eagle is the principle of sharp vision. You see, an eagle has an unbeatable vision. An eagle can stay from an elevated platform, focuses on an object, and without any distraction, it targets it and goes direct for it. It may be such a height, and the eagle may encounter obstacles along its way, but it's never distracted. So you want to, have an unbeatable outcome, then you must embrace the principle of sharp vision. An eagle sees from great distance, and once the eyes and focus and vision are locked on a target, it does not waver. So what are you seeing? How locked is your vision on that? How are you able to separate it from other distraction in order to maintain your focus? That is the eagle. There are too many lessons to draw out of this place. Please never forget this. The focus is leadership's currency. You see a man who is focused. No wonder the Bible says your body is light, and if your eyes be single, your whole body will be full of light. So focus is leadership's currency. You cannot chase everything and still catch one thing. You can't chase everything and still catch one thing. Distraction is the greatest enemy of any leader. Vision demands discipline, and most people fail not for lack of opportunity, but for lack of vision and consistency of focus. So when you lack the concentration, you are definitely going to miss out on opportunity. Anytime you step out to do something, focus on it. That is one of the principles of the ego. Fix your sight on what matters most. Blur everything else. Where attention goes, life flows. So anytime you're shifting your focus to something, just know that you are flowing, your life is flowing in that direction. That is the second principle of success according to the ego. The third principle is feeding on fresh objects. The ego never eats anything that is stale. It goes for fresh. And of course, you see, that same principle applies to the lion. When a lion catches its prey, it feeds on it fresh. Whatever remains out of that is not for the ego. Maybe it could be for a vulture, but not for the lion. It will never come back to it. And that is ego. The same applies to the ego bird. That tells you that there's something unique about freshness with leadership. So we're talking about fresh ideas, fresh inventions, fresh innovation, fresh contact, fresh opportunity. You are not stuck on one spot. You are not trying to make good what is already bad. You are always a go-getter, pursuing what can be gotten afresh. So eagles do not circle carcasses like scavengers. They hunt living prey. So whatever it is that comes to your mind, it doesn't matter what you're already doing as an eagle and as a principle for success, hunt it until you beat it down. There are too many lessons that can be drawn out of this. Do not dine on yesterday's accomplishments. Some people can just dwell, yesterday I used to be this, I did this, I did this, I was this, I was that, I was with this, and all you have are memories and pictures. And when people come around you, you just, reminisce on how the past was, and there is nothing communicating that reality in your present experience. That is dying while you are still alive. The ego never dined on yesterday's accomplishment. What once sustained you can become what tortures you. Life is evolving. You can't stay on an idea forever. Celebrate wins, but never build houses on them. It is okay to celebrate your big achievement, but once you have done that, it's time to move forward and look for the next opportunity. So what once sustained you can become what tortures you. I said that earlier. Yesterday's victory is today's memory. So to dwell in yesterday's victory is to be forgotten today, because yesterday's victory is today's memory. Today's discipline is tomorrow's destiny. Growth demands hunger, perpetual hunger. Always pursue what stretches you, what scares you, and summons more strength out of you. Don't be afraid of challenges. Don't be afraid. Surround yourself with friends that stretch you. People who spur you to fresh ideas. People who can trigger you beyond where you are. That is the principle of the ego. And the next principle is that you must love the storm.